Honest self-appraisal. You are listening to The Competitor's Brain. This is episode number 18, and I am Lauren Fox. So we talk a lot about a well, better, how, or ways that you can appraise yourself honestly after performance. We've also talked a lot about execution and the Greg Maddux story where he says 50 out of 73, and the author, the guy who was in the story with him, knows that that means that Maddux executed 50 of 73 pitches. But my question for you here is, how honest do you think Greg Maddux was with himself? My guess is he's a guy who won 355 games in the major leagues. He was pretty honest with himself. And there's a really fine line here. And the fine line is a line between being honest, where you are looking at yourself and you're saying, did I execute or did I not execute? And it's a binary question. It's an either did I or didn't I? There's no maybe involved. It's I was trying to make that pitch. Did I make that pitch to that location, regardless of what the hitter did? Did I make that pitch to that location? That's all we're looking for with that is, did you execute? Not anything about what the mound was like, not anything about what the umpire's call was, not anything about what the outcome was with the hitter. All I want to know is, did you make the pitch that you're trying to make? So on one hand, we want to know exactly what you're trying to do and whether you were able to execute on what you wanted to do. The other side of it is, so there are multiple sides to this coin. There's, are you able to execute in a way that is consistent with what your expectation is and what your plan was? And if you're executing and you're getting hit consistently, well, there may be a problem with your plan. So we need to come up with a better plan for you. But the other piece is, how honest are you with yourself, and how critical are you with yourself without beating yourself up? The coaches aren't there to put you in a bad situation. We're not there to put you in a situation where we hope you'll fail. We're hoping that everybody's going to succeed. But the path to success is paved with honest self-appraisal and looking at yourself and saying, well, here's what I could have done differently in that at bat. Yeah, it wasn't the exact outcome I was looking for, and here's why. And there, again, is a really fine line between being hyper self-critical to a point where you're just not able to objectively analyze yourself. And then there is not critical enough where you're sitting there and everything that you did was okay. I think back to 2004. I was working for a minor league baseball team in the Northern League, an independent team. And we had a pitcher who, great guy, one day, I think his ERA was probably about 20. And he and I were talking. He said, yeah, I just don't get it. I'm feeling good. I'm throwing the ball well. And to talk to our pitching coach, he had a different side of the story. And clearly the two of them weren't communicating because he wasn't on our roster much longer. But the pitcher's opinion of what he was doing and his level of execution and the pitching coach's opinion of his level of execution were as opposite as they could be. And as somebody who didn't have as nuanced of an understanding of what a pitching coach was looking for as I may now, well, I was looking at it from the pitcher's perspective and saying, man, the hits are just falling in. He's running into bad luck. Well, you look now and you say, well, he was leaving the ball over the plate. He was leaving the ball up in the zone. He was not honestly appraising himself, and unfortunately for him, that was the last stop on his professional journey. So my question for you then is, what will you do today to honestly appraise what you are doing so that ultimately you can build on today's effort and get a better result tomorrow?